Before we get started today, we'd just like to take a moment to acknowledge former Chelsea chairman Ken Bates, who sadly passed away at the age of 94 over the weekend. For many younger Chelsea supporters, Ken Bates may simply be remembered as the man who sold the club to Roman Abramovich all the way back in 2003. But his impact on Chelsea's history stretches far beyond that, and it's impossible to tell the story of modern Chelsea without Ken Bates, really. And when he bought ourselves in 1982, the club was at one of the lowest points in its history, struggling both on and off the pitch. And during his tenure, he played such a pivotal role in preventing Stamford Bridge from being lost to property developers. He fought to secure the club's long-term future at its historic home, and he helped establish the Chelsea pitch owners to safeguard that stadium for future generations. And on the pitch, he oversaw one of the most exciting periods the club had experienced in decades. We had Ruud Gullit, Gianluca Vialli leading Chelsea to return to those major trophy successes in those late 1990s. And by the time he obviously sold the club to Roman Abramovich, Chelsea had become an established top six side competing regularly for trophies. And he was undoubtedly a divisive and controversial figure. He never shied away from confrontation and was fiercely protective of Chelsea, often taking on anyone he believed was acting against the club's interests. While obviously opinions on him have always differed, there's no denying his role that he played in saving Chelsea and laying those foundations for the successes that have followed. So, guys, what were your memories that you wish to share with listeners? They just may not know who or how, more importantly, he was to this club.
Well, I'm in that kind of younger bracket, Mikey, of fan who really only remembers when he sold the club to Abramovich. But in doing my research, obviously, buying us for £1, when we were nothing, we were destitute, and we had nothing. I don't think anything could be more Chelsea than that.
Yeah, I think Chris and I, obviously, we do remember a little bit. I mean, obviously, fairly still young when he sold the club, but the history's there, isn't it, Chris?
Yeah, he's one of those characters who, outside of Chelsea, wasn't overly well liked, but by Chelsea fans was, because he always had the club's best interest at heart. It was one of them where he didn't mind upsetting people if it meant the best for Chelsea, which is exactly the sort of owner I think every football fan wants in charge of their club.
And the thing is, I think the biggest legacy would be the Chelsea pitch owners, because again, we could have lost Stamford Bridge before we even became the juggernaut we did under Abramovich, because obviously we were in debt. There was so much going on off the field, and obviously real estate in London is rare, and when you get the opportunity, people go for it. And thankfully, the CPO still doing good stuff today. And it's important. It's important. So yeah, it's a big loss. And yeah, our thoughts are with his friends, family, and everyone that knew him.
Hello, listeners. This is Lee Price.
This is Will Ford from Football 365.
And you're listening smartly to At the Bridge Pod, a Chelsea FC podcast, although I would describe it as the Chelsea FC podcast.
From Eden Hazard.
Mata into a trap pass. What about that? Ivanovic!
In the middle, it's just behind him. But it's sent in by Hakim Ziyech. Matic with the ball driver. Matic takes the net off.
Palmer, João Pedro, it's 3, and Chelsea are running away with the FIFA Club World Cup final.
Hat-trick hero, Cole Palmer wins an epic, sensational game.
It's time for another episode of At the Bridge Pod, your number one Chelsea FC podcast. Coming up on this episode, it's time to take a look at all the free agents that Chelsea could potentially sign this summer. Here's a spoiler. They're all shit. Oh, welcome back, everyone, to another episode of At the Bridge Pod. I am your host, Mike. I'm joined in a virtual room roaring with lions. I've got Ollie. It's the Mike and Chris Monday show on a Monday, and I haven't just got Ollie. I've just thrown that in there because we have the return of Chris. People wanted to know what he was doing, where he was, if he's ever returning, and that was just KP. so I'm sure other people cared. But Chris, what were you doing, mate? What were you doing? Let
Where
those
you
listeners
been?
know.
I went on holiday.
Oh, very nice. Where'd you go?
Somerset.
Very
Oh,
nice. Beautiful part of the world, especially in this heat. It's
Yeah,
hot.
and do you know what? The weather was really nice. It was warm in the day, and then overnight you had the cold sea breeze, so I didn't struggle sleeping. So it was really nice holiday.
nice. What about
Basically,
you?
Chris
What?
is having a nicer day than most, has been having a nicer time than most of the rest of the UK, who have been enjoying the lovely heat during the day and then suffering at night.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
What about Ollie? Ollie, moments of the World Cup. Oh, we've been doing that all. We've given up on the lineup celebration bullshit game because it's just boring after about 2 weeks.
Okay, moment of the World Cup for me. I think for me, it's maybe not like the best moment, but something that really stood out for me is in the England versus Norway game. There was all this hype beforehand about Kane and Haaland, and they were both shit.
You got to put look. I'm not
Got
going to
the
lie.
Jude in it.
Well, it was a good game. It was a good quarterfinal. I think mine has got to be.
It wasn't.
No, I'm trying to help here. Was it a good quarterfinal? No.
No.
Did I watch
It
it?
was
Yes.
one of the quarterfinals of all time.
It was. That is so true. And you know what? I think we all know the Argentina one was the best. That was insane. That was absolutely insane. No. Oh no, that was the round of 16, wasn't it? Oh,
Oh my, not a real fan.
not a real fan.
Not a real World Cup watcher.
Oh,
See what
well.
happens when Denmark don't qualify? He's not bothered.
Well, don't worry. We've got 64 teams at the next one, and we won't do qualifying for that either. Somehow.
It's all right. We'll do 128 at the one after.
And
that.
we might not get in there. Right, look, seriously, my moment of the World Cup so far, it's got to be.
Kabasi hits it. Laman spills it. And there it is. Marino scores for Spain. And Lamans with the error.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I just hear Lambert for the error? What? Oh,
Yeah, and now if he only needs to make about 10 more, and then he's about equivalent to Sanchez.
No. How many errors at this World Cup has Lamans had? He's had one, and it led to a goal that knocked them out. Let me check. Sanchez, he's had none. And
None
is
at the
Spain
World
still
Cup.
in the World Cup? Yes. Well, look at that.
Do you know what? I've had no errors leading to goal either, Mikey. In England,
Congratulations, Ollie. I'm really proud of you.
Which makes me better than Sanchez as well.
Oh, I'm not having it. Oh my word. It was great. It's absolutely fantastic to I couldn't predicted it better when the Discord were like, because on I don't know who did it, if it was BBC or ITV, but it put up a graphic that Mike Penders was coming on. And I just thought, that's an interesting shout. Oh, okay. And then obviously it was Lamans, and I thought they've just thrown the game away. And rightly so, they did. You got to do better than that, mate. You've got to do better.
Bodes well for Penders, though.
Yeah, he might have a chance of playing in the next qualifier. Whatever. Look, we'll go to Shevva Shoutouts. And fair play. I'm going to read your name out. Huge Chode 12. Oh. They've said enjoying Tom on the pod. Oh, well. Tom's great. He's absolutely brilliant. We're really great.
Tom's great.
He's
really good.
Really sound. Yeah, I'm losing my words here. It's too warm. It's too hot. And selling Andre because the club is in desperate need of income is the reason one. So many are fed up with this ownership. The way Joe Shields and co spend the club's money has led us here. They briefed us as virtually pure profit to pat themselves on the back. No lessons learnt, no reflection. The same utter bullshit as always. Same price they paid for Gittins, by the way. Santos was always obviously a great character with the right mentality, and we haven't got many. One less now. What a deal. I see the logic. You are spot on. They are spot on saying they've led themselves here. Yes, they have. But they've got to turn it around from here. And I know it sucks, but they are trying that. We've just got to wait and see. I don't know what you make. I mean, it's in the news, but we can talk about it here. Santos, 50 million.
Do you know what? I think we probably undersold it. It would be my opinion on it, because I think if you're looking at midfielders and how much they're going for in this market, they're going for 70, 80, 90, 100 million and the rest. Then so to sell Santos for 48, it seems a bit low, really. But at the same time, I mean, what are we really expecting? We finished 10th last season. Our squad's shit. Let's be honest. Like, like our
Chris
squad
said this,
is,
didn't he?
yeah, I'm going to agree with Chris. Our squad is bang average. So I'm not going to lose my head over selling a player to Man United who has helped contribute to us finishing 10th. I'm just not. Like, especially someone who didn't really pull up any trees and didn't really make all that many games. For me, it's just, I don't know. It's one transfer among many. I'm not going to lose my head over it. And I think Chelsea fans are really good at this. Everyone becomes a world beater once they leave. But you go back 6 months, half of the fan base wanted him gone anyway. So it's like, well, can't spit your dummy out now.
Go on, Chris.
Yeah. I agree with Ollie. I do think it's quite amazing that there's been a massive reaction to him being sold when everyone wanted him sold not long ago, and now they've sold him. It's a huge mistake, but they was telling the board to sell him before the end of the season. So make your mind up. What side of that fence are you on? But the main issue I have with it is, one, I do think he was a good player. And I do think he was going to get better.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I have a problem with the fact that we've got rid of him and we've still got people like Lavia who doesn't play football. Why are we keep? Go on.
Chris, I want you to buy a car off me. I've got two cars. One of them is a nice hatchback. It works. It's just had its MOT done. It's taxed, insured, everything. The other one is on cinder blocks and it's upside down and it's on fire.
Which one are you buying,
Which
Chris?
one do you want?
I'll have the first one.
Exactly.
So there you go.
I back Ollie. Yeah, I 100% back Ollie on that.
And right, I get that, but what I'm saying is that if you're selling a player and you're keeping injury-prone ones, that leaves our squad very short of midfielders, because you look at it on paper and you think, oh, we're okay. But two of our midfielders never play. Asugo and Lavia never play football. So don't even count them in the squad when you're looking at the depth, because they're not there. They're never going to be there. So I just don't understand why sell someone for, let's face it, pittance money. In this market, 48 million is a championship player. Championship players actually have probably gone for more than that. When you then look at it and you think we're selling him as well to someone who's going to be a rival for Champions League football, so that should automatically put his value up because we're strengthening somebody else. And then you add to it that Villa then went and paid 70 or 75 million pounds for someone from the Bundesliga. A few days later, you think, well, how the fuck have you managed to get Santos for 48 million when they're having to pay 70 million for someone from Freiburg?
Well, because Chris, it's all about keeping those positive relationships, isn't it?
It's all just bollocks, is what it is. It's just idiots who don't know what they're doing.
I agree. I mean, like I've said several times, we have the worst negotiators in football, and the price for Santos does prove that yet again. But like I said, at the same time, I'm just not going to lose my head over this one. If it was Caicedo and we were selling him for like 50 million or whatever, then yeah, lose your mind. But I just can't. I can't bring myself to lose my head over this one.
Same.
Can't wait for us to sell Enzo for 70 million.
I don't
65 on deadline day.
Yeah.
Right, and
with add-ons.
I'll round off with Guy, who said, I can't believe Mikey didn't tell us more moments of the My Chemical Romance concert. There's not much positive going on in the world of Chelsea right now, so it would have been nice to escape the nightmare transfer window for a bit and hear about one of the all-time great emo rock bands. What was your favourite song, Mr. Host? I'm more than happy to peel back that curtain on the experience, because it was an outstanding gig. It was, like I said, it was my first time visiting Wembley in any capacity, and I got to walk out into that stadium, onto that pitch. It was so surreal. That was. Obviously,
did your father take you to the stadium in the city? to see the marching
band. The Chelsea Pensioners Band. Honestly, the history tied to that stadium, with especially Chelsea history, modern history, it's just unforgettable, isn't it? It's so special, and it's a rare privilege that not many people get to experience. You know, you have to go to a gig to literally walk on that pitch. But hey, I did it. It was amazing, and it was also my first gig in 6 years. With obviously the last one was just before the pandemic, so it was 1975 was the band I saw, not the year. Oh, it's just wild.
Say that. It's a long time ago.
Yeah, it's
that was wild. The year Chris was born.
Yeah, it's wild to think that the Black Parade is 20 years old, because that album was just such a soundtrack to my childhood, as it was to many people that are into that music. And yeah, my girlfriend and I absolutely loved the show, and I lost it when they played Na 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 from Danger Days, because that is arguably my favorite MCR album, start to finish. I'd front to back love it. So yeah, before the pandemic, some listeners might know, if they followed us for long enough, that I worked in the events industry, and that gig has genuinely reignited my passion for music again. So I'll be getting myself to more gigs in the near future, all being well, and hopefully I might see some listeners at gigs. Who knows? Just that'd be awesome.
Maybe
it might not happen. I've got to remember that as much as there was 90,000 people at Wembley, there's probably not 90,000 listeners. Did see a Chelsea fan though in a Chelsea shirt at that gig. Yes,
so there was a chance that he was a listener.
He was wearing a training kit, but I can't remember what. I'm literally reaching out to you now. So if that was you, I don't remember. It was a whitish. Oh my word! It was recent, because it had I'm sure it had 3 on it. I think I'm just quickly running through the ones that we've had. Oh, it was like a pre-training shirt or pre-match shirt.
Evidently they do. I mean, like I've never bought a training shirt myself.
I like this year's, but I like the one that Aggie Beaver Jones announced her new contract in. I think that's quite nice.
Yeah, I don't know. I always find the merchandising of the training kit a bit odd, personally, because it's not what you play in.
Yeah, I can see them.
Sometimes they are nicer tops, though.
True. Yeah, maybe I'm thinking too much about the sport aspect. It's just fashion forward, isn't it?
Yeah.
I am quickly. I can't see it, but it was definitely a pre-match shirt or a training shirt. It was one of those. So it was. I'm sure it was. I'm sure. Oh! I think it was the one with Caribou on, and it's the checkerboard. So it's white and blue, and then there's a little bit of red. So it's like a glitch. If that was you, let us know, because I saw someone. So anyway, thank you for your reviews.
And if it wasn't you,
just lie. Just lie. Make up a fiction, because I remember what you look like. So
Mikey will catch you out.
I will find out. Right. Anyway, thank you for your thoughts, reviews, everything you throw in the Spotify comments. We do appreciate them. If you want yours read out on the next one, head over there, drop a comment, and yeah, we'll see what happens on the Thursday show. With that, let's hit some news. The charcuterie board is here, and of course, he's been away, so he's missed all this. But Chris, you find out through this medium that is at the Bridge Pod, there's rumours that Alejandro Garnacho's time at the Bridge is coming to an end. I know Napoli showed Chris, I know it's terrible. Napoli showed interest. Saudi clubs have apparently been linked, but he was notably absent from Xabi Alonso's first pre-season training session. And then over the weekend, we had multiple outlets, including The Athletic, report that Garnacho missed the first session of the season, because he's actively trying to finalise a move away from the club. And I think that's very important, because finalising a move is very different from looking for a move. How do you feel? How do you feel, Chris? If we're being serious, how do we feel?
Fucking ecstatic.
You sound gutted that we're losing another young, exciting player.
Well, no, he's none of those things.
He's young. He's young.
He is a player.
Is he?
He's a player. That is true. Is he young? How old is he? He's 22.
Like 20...
Yeah, he's 22.
Yeah.
He's youngish.
It's not young. Unless your age ends in teen, you're not young.
Okay.
By 22, you're just a footballer. Like
okay.
I'm fed up with this. I'm fed up with this young shit in football. People keep saying that someone is 23. Oh, he's still young. Not young. He's 23. How is that young?
More of a century, near enough.
I don't understand. Most people in real life. I got married and had my first kid at 23.
Fair play.
So You know what I mean? Like, it's not that young. So that's a load of bollocks. He's also shit, by the way, which doesn't help. So he's not exciting. He's shit. He's also a knob. That was one of the worst transfers we've ever done because there was nothing positive about it from the start. I didn't understand people who liked it then, and I don't understand how people are still saying that it was a good transfer now. It wasn't. He done absolutely nothing. He caused more trouble than he's worth. He's shit. Get rid and let's just move on. But can we please stop signing people just on a whim just because some club goes, oh, they're available, and we go, oh, he's young. He's quite young. Let's go and get him. No, stop that. If he's shit, just leave them alone. I don't care how old they are.
Can't do it.
Can't do it. Got to think of that pure profit potential. Look. I jokingly, I don't know, maybe I meant it a little bit, suggested on our scout report for Palestra that maybe Garnacho could reinvent himself as a left wing back. It was a bit tongue in cheek, a bit pie in the sky, because obviously the biggest issue I've always had with Garnacho, it's not his attacking output, it's his defensive effort or lack of. That's probably fairer, because I think of the late goals that we conceded last season. They came from him just failing to track runners at the back post. And there's one sticking out in my mind, Fabio Carvalho back in September. My word, he just watched him. He watched him, and Carvalho taps the ball home, and there's no awareness, no urgency, no desire. And
I don't think there's going to be any love lost for Garnacho leaving. Do you know what is a good thing about this, though, other than the fact that he may well be leaving, is I think this tells me that Xabi Alonso did not want him around, and that's a positive.
Yeah,
I agree.
I won't be sad to see him leave, because every time he played, it felt like the decision making just wasn't there for him. He had moments of excitement going forward, but too often, I would say that it's his work off the ball let the team down. And for me, every time he played for us, you could tell it was all quiet on the frontal lobe. We won't miss him.
Oh, I like that one. Oh.
What we will not miss this season is our free agency episode. My word, we do it every off season.
Come around again.
It's like once a year. It's got to be once a year. The transfer window is always dominated, of course, isn't it, by 50 million, 70 million, 100 million pound signings, and then every now and then you get a player sitting there for absolutely nothing, no fee, just wages and a signing on bonus. I mean, my word, we've signed some great players for a free. We've had Thiago Silva, we've had Tosin, just some beautiful names there. Other
players who hopefully are somewhere in the middle there.
In the middle, it's a great scale, that Tosin to Silva. De La Soul. They said 3 is the magic number, so we've each come prepared with hopefully 3 free agents who we'd consider bringing to Chelsea this summer. Let's see how many of us pick the same names, because I don't know how about you guys. I feel this 2026 class is one of the weakest in years.
I think awful.
Chris,
let's face it. Let's just caveat this straight away. Realistically, none of us want any of these players.
I am so with you. Like, honestly, I think it's the weakest class of the 2020s
I disagree.
decade.
I want all 3 of mine.
Oh, no. I found it harder to find 3 players than finding winners from our 3-0 defeat to Brighton last season.
Wow.
And did I find 3 players?
No, there's no
I don't think I did.
You.
No, not from that game. No. Chris, I'm going to let you kick off. If we've got the same name, so be it.
Well, we almost certainly will have. Dusan Vlahovic.
No, not on mine.
Not on mine. Tempted, but no.
No, he's shit.
He's not shit.
Ollie's absolutely right. He is pretty wank. But is he better than Liam Delap? Yes.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
the list is so
if you've got an ingrown toenail, you don't get rid of it and then immediately try and get another one.
No,
but he scored loads of goals for Fiorentina in 2020 through to 2022.
There is I do think there is still a player in there. I don't think he's our level. I think if someone did pick him up, though, I think he'd probably do well. There's rumours about him going to Barcelona, and I actually think he'll probably do all right there, to be honest. There is still a player in there. So if we needed a backup striker and we didn't have any money to get one, he'd be the option you'd go to.
Vlahovic is always a funny player because He seems like that player who could just out of nowhere have a season in Europe where he scored like 45 goals, and then he'll score like 12 over the next 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not against him. I find his Wikipedia page to be a little bit strange because his photo is obviously copyright free, and it's him. I think he stood in front of Mateo Kovacic, and I can't work out why, because they've never played together at international or club level. I don't know what I'm looking at. He's just in a polo shirt. It's very on. When would that event have happened? I can't even find why. I like
I tell you
him.
what though, he's another one though. He's a knob.
Who, Vlahovic?
He really overrates himself because Juventus have offered him a new contract and he's told them that's not enough money. But the issue is, mate, you have been wank for like 2 years. So why do you think you're going to get a pay increase? You're lucky they're paying you at all, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Glowing praise there for Chris's first choice.
What a player. We're gonna run with that. Leon Goretzka is my choice.
Oh, I like that actually.
Fucking hell.
I mean,
I told you.
Don't get me wrong.
He was good 4 years ago, to be fair.
He was. That's why I picked
the
him.
Bayern Munich steroids might be wearing off a bit by now.
Well,
but...
allegedly. He's one of the strongest. I'm just saying, his hairline has vanished since that's sort of happening. I'm a bit sus, but
there you
allegedly. I'm not picking him because he's still the player he was between, obviously, funnily enough, Vlahovic's years, 20 and 22. It's at least I look at what Alonso asks from his midfielders and I sort of see a fit there because there's no fee, is there, here? And the argument for signing him would be the system. Under Alonso, midfielders, they aren't just there to spray passes around. They've got to win duels. They've got to press. They've got to carry that ball through the midfield and dominate. And he has done years with Bayern doing that. He is 6'2". That's great. He's athletic. He's powerful when he transitions, and he's comfortable playing as an 8 or in a double pivot or an advanced midfielder in a 3. Which again, if Alonso wants Chelsea to become more physical and dominant again, he ticks that box. Experience again, I like it. We need experience. We have one of the stupidly youngest squads because we just do. We definitely need 2 or 3 experienced leaders this summer. I'd edge towards 2. I'd accept that. Go on, Chris.
Do you know what would be really funny? If we signed him on a free, you'd have people putting a massive positive spin on it like you've just done there.
I haven't finished. I've got more positive spin.
And everyone would lose their mind going, oh, I think this is a really good signing. And you'd have people on TikTok making videos about it. And then 6 months down the line, do you know who he'd be?
No.
He'd either be Saul Niguez or Dennis Zakaria. And everyone would go, fucking hell. Even on a free, he was overpriced.
Look, experience is a factor here because we do have that young squad, like I said. He has won multiple titles. He's lifted the Champions League. He's played in countless important games. He's played for his country over 50 times. He knows top level and he doesn't panic. And I think we've lacked someone who doesn't panic. What I'd also... I didn't write that down. Well, that is a dumb thing. I think he's 31. He is. He's 31. Woo.
That's actually not that old either, to be fair.
No, he's probably still got a good few years in him.
And what he does offer is something different to Caicedo and Fernandes, because if you imagine Caicedo sitting, you've got Enzo dictating the tempo of the game. Goretzka can make some late runs beyond the striker. You've got a little bit of a balance there, and he's the player that I think would quietly score. He won't score you 10 or more. He'll probably score you about 5 or 6. But if we were paying money for him, like 30, 40, 50, I'd say no. But there's no fee. And I'm debating 3 things here now: wages, age, and the role he has in the squad. Because the concern for me is his salary. Again, I had to struggle to find 3 players, but I did. His salary here is an issue because with Bayern, they've paid him just over 200k a week. We've spent years trying to lower this wage bill, whether it's right or wrong. And it would make him one of our highest earners if we signed him on that money, of course. That's not going to happen. He'd have to accept
Saudi's calling.
Yeah, he would have to accept probably maybe just over half. I don't know, 125 to 150. Again, even I'm like a bit uncomfortable at that. I think if the answer is no, then for me that conversation just ends. What I do like is his injury record or lack of. There's nothing catastrophic on there. His only major injury was was 4 years ago, and I could see when Alonso would use him. You'd use him against more bigger, experienced teams. Pair Caicedo with him, say, for the extra physicality. If sides are sitting in a low block, you've got Caicedo, Enzo, and Goretzka together. I think it's the type of player that Alonso could use, like he did at Leverkusen.
Do you know what I find amazing?
That I can steal this much shit.
No, this must be what happens around our boardroom table.
I'm
There
there.
must just be, who should we sign? And then someone gives a speech like you just have there. And I'm almost convinced to sign him.
I do my job. I treat it seriously. Look, Chris, I'm going to convince you a bit more. And Todd, listening, Egg Barley, just listen. Joe Shields, put your coffee down. Just listen. Goretzka has a leadership aspect, which is getting overlooked. He's instantly one of our leaders in the dressing room. He's not the loudest voice, but he's been there. He's done it. He's won everything he needs to. And football-wise, I think this is a 9 out of 10 move. Financially, it could be a 6, could be worse. And his age profile it depends how you look at our team with ages. But
I definitely think we could do a lot worse than him.
Exactly. And if he's willing to accept a sensible deal, maybe 2 years with the option of a third, that's quite trendy now.
I think 2 years, option of a third, 180k a week.
Yeah, he could be one of the smartest free agent signings we could do this summer. Experienced without being finished and over the hill. He is physically dominant still. He's still versatile tactically. And I think Alonso could trust him when the big games come around. We can't get Xhaka. I know they're different players, but, the only thing that stops me is going to be the wage demands. Because I'm not making you the highest earner at our club. We're already trying to get rid of another player who's one of the highest earners at the club. And the other highest earner is rarely ever fit half the time, to be honest. So but actually both of them are. I'm like, money. But hey, that's mine. What about you, Ollie? What have you got?
So I've gone down a similar route to you for the first one, Mikey. I was thinking about players who we need in the squad, profiles we need, positions of need. I was also thinking slightly differently to you that if Enzo Fernandez is going to find his way out of the club, then I think Caicedo is going to play a little bit further forward. He's going to be on the more attacking and passing aspect. So we need someone who's going to sit and just be a destroyer while Caicedo sort of roams around and does his thing. And I am going to take us off to the beautiful paradise that is Brazil.
Oh.
To sign as a free agent, Fabinho. Premier League proven.
Big summer blowout.
Wow, what big summer signing. Big summer signing. Loving this. Convince me. Come on.
Premier League proven, obviously. I think he did he win the league with Liverpool? I can't remember.
Yes,
but
I don't know.
Champions League experience. Obviously, an older head in the dressing room. I think he's like 35.
He's 32. He's my age.
Well, even better. Well, in that case, he's a player who's got a lot of versatility. But all you really want him to do is sit just in front of the back four and clamp everyone who comes into your zone. That's it. That's your job now. Because if we can't get Xhaka, that's the next best thing, I think.
I think you're absolutely right. And he doesn't need money because he's already earned it in Saudi. He doesn't need more money.
If he probably wants to grow his profile back now.
He's not motivated by money. He's won the Saudi Pro League. He's won the King's Cup. He's won everything. Just come back to the Premier League.
Because he's played in the Saudi League, it's probably not been all that intense over there. So
that is so true.
Probably all right.
Yeah.
Tell you what, Fabinho and Goretzka on a free, we would have had a bloody good midfield in 2019.
It sounds like the sort of deal that Villa will make towards the end of the window.
It does. Yeah.
What could we give? I've just seen that on 14th of August, Fabinho made his first appearance for his new club in Saudi Arabia in a 3-0 victory. He was praised for this performance and given a large Rolex watch by a Saudi journalist as a gift of thanks for his performance. If he does it over here, we could give him one of those plastic calculator watches.
You know what? He'd love it.
He would. He'd absolutely love that. Oh, what are we doing? Bring him home. I'm happy. I love this. Absolutely. Right. Well, Chris, who have you got next?
Right, my next one is the only one I'm like sort of semi-serious about.
Okay.
John Stones.
Everyone said that in the comments.
Choice.
Yeah,
I
a
like
lot of
that.
people were
I
saying
didn't
about
think
this.
about him actually, but he's a
I
really
think-
good choice.
Yeah, well, again, Premier League proven, winner, multiple winner. Good leadership, good on the ball, still good defensively, has had injury problems, but would bring experience to that very young back line and be able to help lead someone like Colwill, I think, and make him a better player. And I think when you sign older centre-backs, that's really what you're signing them for. You're signing them to make the other players around them better, not necessarily for what they give. Thiago Silva was very similar. Like, not only was he unbelievable himself, but he made everyone around him so much better. And you seen the drop off when he left. So I think John Stones could have a similar impact to that. I think he would help make the other people around him better. He knows Reece
personality
James
to
as
have
well for
around
the
as
England
well.
setup. Yeah,
Good personality.
No-
He's like really likable.
He's very
Yeah.
injury prone though.
oh yeah, of course he is. But well, he'll fit
But how
right
often
in.
would he
He
really
will.
have to play? We're playing once a week.
Yeah,
Not many of our players could manage that last season. I'm starting
I
to
think-
Reece
I
James
think
hasn't
on
been
a-
able to go on, Chris.
on a free, I don't think you could. There's not many better, more experienced centre backs available on the market, even if you was paying money, and he's going to cost you nothing.
I agree there. I really
Yeah.
do. It's just that injury record. It makes me nervous. Makes me nervous.
The
He's
only
not
thing
gonna
is,
be
is
cheap
that the
either,
question,
wages.
and Mikey is right to be nervous about the injury record, Chris, because what happens if he comes in and he's another Lavia?
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
I suppose at the very least, then
Put
he's
him
still
on a
going to
one-year
offer
contract.
something in training, isn't he? To like advice and that to the
Yeah.
other defenders, I guess.
Yeah.
It's, I
Bit
don't
like
know.
what Jordan Henderson's doing in the England squad.
He got
Pretty much.
injured.
My knee.
He got injured before. He
My
didn't even play a
arm.
game. He got my word. Oh, I tell you, arms do not bend that way. My word,
No.
I've seen some gnarly injuries so far. Oh, going back to the Canada game. Oh, that was awful.
Oh, that was horror.
Oh, right. I will move to mine. I like mine. I really do. My second pick is a headline grabber. It's not. He's not going to be. He quietly solves a problem for us. I've got Stefan Ortega. Silence.
Interesting.
We
Right.
need another keeper. We've only got 6.
Well, yeah.
We've only got
Well,
12.
well. My whole argument here depends on Mike Penders, because if we genuinely believe he's the goalkeeper of the future, I keep saying this, don't rush him. I said this in our keep sell loan. Send him back out on loan to a more competitive league like the La Liga. Let him play 35 or so games, make mistakes, develop under pressure in a better league, and he'll come back a more complete keeper. And if you do that, we need a dependable number 2 keeper. And for me, Stefan Ortega fits that, because this isn't a gamble. We've already seen him prove himself in the Premier League for a City. I'd almost ignore the forgettable spell at Nottingham Forest, because did you remember that last season?
No.
No, I didn't even know until I was reading his stats through City, and I thought, I didn't know he played for Forest. Shit.
Yeah,
But
maybe that's the concerning thing, though.
I don't know. Forest is a bit of a. Nottingham Forest isn't the most stable club. Or
Yeah,
stable.
that's what people
That's
say about us, though, Mike.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well,
People go,
look,
Forest, they're a circus.
yeah. Look, whenever Edison was unavailable, he stepped in. He looked so calm. He was reliable, comfortable. I know he fucked up against Man United, but whatever. But he plays well with his feet, doesn't he? And he never looks too rattled.
I always think there's a reason that second and third choice keepers never become first choice keepers.
That's a
And
fair
it seems
point.
to be when they actually do get a starting spot, oftentimes it's hard for them to make the step up to playing all the time.
The other thing, though, is he understands the role, doesn't he? Not every goalkeeper is going to be willing to sit on the bench. No one's Bettinelli. I'll take the coffees. Yeah. And they need to play every week. And others become frustrated after just a few months. Ortega's already shown he understands what being a number 2 means. He'll play the cup competitions.
But
He'll
would
step
he accept
in.
being a number 2 at Chelsea? But, because being a number 2 at Man City when, every player
Edison.
who plays ahead of you is world class and you've got world class facilities and world beaters and Pep Guardiola giving you advice every week. And then you go to Chelsea where you've got, Garnacho.
Well, the thing is,
who's you're going to be your best mate there?
no one in the top 6 is going to make him their first choice keeper. I don't
No,
think
that's
another
true.
top 6 team would take him as backup. I really don't. I think we're the realistic top 6 choice, and he'll support the first choice keeper without creating unnecessary noise. And let's just say it won't happen. But let's just say Sanchez has some struggles. It's never going to happen. But you've got a keeper there who could push
that
him.
unrealistic
Iron
scenario.
sharpen in the eye. Look, it's not a long-term thing. And I think sometimes the best squad players are just ones who accept what their role is. He's another good fit for Alonso. If we're going to build from the back, Ortega's done that for years under Guardiola. He's comfortable with that ball. He's comfortable under pressure. He'll play it short. He'll break the first line of a press. He won't panic. The experience is there. The only hesitation I'd have is whether he'd want assurances, because again, he accepted, like you've all just said, being second choice at City. There's no guarantee he'll want to spend the rest of his career doing that. We'd have to just be honest and go, look, as it stands, this is Sanchez's shirt to lose, because it is. And if Penders develops the way we expect, he's going to be our new number 1 keeper. If Ortega's happy with that, that's amazing. If he wants to become someone's undisputed first choice keeper, this isn't the right move for him. And I'd got to consider the Penders pathway. Just because he's not ready yet, in my opinion, I'd only offer Ortega a 1 or 2 year deal. It's a bridge, not a long term.
A question for you boys, just because you said, Mikey, as we expect Penders to develop, do we expect him to develop that way, or do we hope?
The club expect, I hope.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's fair.
Chris?
I don't know. I think it's really hard to tell with keepers. I don't think there's that many goalkeepers who are that good, that young. I think it's very much an experience position, which is why I think you see keepers peak much older than outfield players. So I'm not completely sold on the Penders thing. I'm not going to lie. I do think to even be considered to be Chelsea number 1, I think he's got to go out on loan again somewhere where he's under massive pressure to perform in a good league. I think if, an Atletico Madrid or somewhere like that.
Well, it's worked well before that for good reasons and bad.
Yeah, maybe even like somewhere in the Bundesliga, but a big club where the pressure is high, and if you make a mistake, it's going to be highlighted. Because I think the problem is when you go to teams like Strasbourg, when you have a good game, everyone blows it out of proportion because you're playing for Strasbourg. And then when you make mistakes, no one really talks about it because no one cares. Yeah. When you do that at big clubs, they don't give you massive praise when you play well, but they will criticize you when you make a mistake. And I think he needs that European experience as well in terms of those big high pressure games, because I know we're not in them now. We're not going to be next season. But every game at Chelsea is a high pressure game. We could be playing Coventry at home next season, and that is a high pressure game because you can't make a mistake today. Because if you make a mistake and we lose this game 1-0, that's going to be on you, and that is going to be talked about by everybody. And I think that's the difference. I think you can get away with mistakes at lesser clubs without the scrutiny, and I think that's one of the biggest things he'll have to learn, which I don't think we're in a position at the moment where he can learn on the job.
Well, he's 21 at the end of this month.
Who's a good... So I was just trying to think as you two were talking there, where would be a good club for him to go? And I can't get out of my head... I can't get the Scottish League out of my head. If you want pressure, send him to Celtic or Rangers.
It's a good shout. It's actually a good... I like
that.
Do
you know what? It is a good shout.
That's really good. I like that a lot.
He's going to play every week there, and they have the serious pressure of, every single week we have to win this game because that's what their fans expect. Yeah. They should be challenging. Is it the greatest league in terms of quality? No. But for a goalkeeper, I actually don't think that's as important. I think the important thing for a goalkeeper is playing every week, week in, week out, learning what it means to be reliable. And that hopefully is what he'll become.
I can do devil's advocate in the sense of goalkeepers that were young and top class. They weren't 21. They weren't just turning 21. De Gea was 23. Courtois and ter Stegen were 22. But again, I I don't see it right now. I'm not saying he's not going to be good, because I'm sure he will be. But the pressure on that lad, I keep thinking that
There's a lot
pressure.
of hype around him. I'm concerned about
He doesn't have. He's got to be a 9 out of 10. He has no room. He has no wiggle room because he's expected to be top class from day one, and that's insane.
Well, my issue is as well, people are talking about him like by the end of his career, he's going to be talked about as one of the Premier League's greatest ever goalkeepers, breaking the top 10 of the best keepers to ever play in the league.
You don't think he will?
If he had the potential, I think if he had the potential to be that good, I don't think there'd be a question mark over whether he's coming in to be our number one now.
I think that's hard though when you're challenging someone like Sanchez. I know what you mean though. It's like if Sanchez is your ceiling.
But yeah, well, I think if you're going to be that good, Courtois would walk into our team now. There'd be no question over whether he was going to be number one.
And Courtois did unseat Petr Cech, which was no mean feat either.
Yeah, exactly. Ter Stegen playing top level at a young age. Iker Casillas was playing for Real Madrid at like 18, for Christ's sake. Those are the goalkeepers who reach that level. And then you get the outliers sometimes, like Emi Martinez, who knocked about as a number 2 for most of his career and then didn't really become a top keeper until he went to Villa. But I just think with Penders, sometimes I do think people need to calm their expectations a little. It's like when you say someone is going to be world class, which is a term that gets thrown around and bandied and labelled on far too many players now, but genuinely world class players, I think by 18, 19 are first team players. They just are, because that's how good they are.
I remember Donnarumma when he was 21 for AC Milan was considered the next Buffon. I want to bring up one player who I always think about when I think of players who were the next. So we've got the next Courtois, we're told. I don't know if you guys remember the next Manuel Neuer. So much so that Bayern signed him from Schalke again because they were like, this is the next Neuer. And it was Alexander Nubel.
Mm-hmm.
He's currently at Besiktas and he's 29 and he played one game for Bayern before being shipped out on loan twice. And he never achieved what he was expected to achieve. With respect, he was the next Neuer and it never happened. Chris, you're spot on. Outliers exist, but you don't look at unicorns and suddenly think it's the whole herd. It's just not. We'll see how it goes. Chris, who's your second? No, sorry, Ollie, who's your second player?
All right. Back to reality. Back to life. So I was thinking about, again, positions of need in this team, and especially with moves that I think are going to go ahead in the summer. And I kind of came to the conclusion that I think we're going to need a wing back.
Idiots, dickheads.
That's what we need.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're going to sign them no matter what.
Who's an idiot? Go on, Chris. No, Ollie.
But we're lost it. So we need a player. So I'm looking at the squad, right? I think Malo Gusto's got a good chance of going to Man City. I think that's semi-realistic given how much he got on with Maresca, given how much Maresca seems to be pushing for the move. It's gone a little bit quiet, but I certainly think it could happen. And then there's Reece James, of course, who we all know is brilliant but unreliable and may end up playing right centre-back or in midfield. I don't know if his best moments and his best time is going to be at wing-back for Xabi Alonso in the season to come. And then, after that, you've got Palestra, who's going to need some time to bed in, and he plays both sides of the pitch anyway, on the left and the right. So there might be games where he needs to play on the other side. So I'm thinking, actually, we might end up being a little bit light on the right-hand side. And what does this team need? Mikey, you're going to like this.
Okay.
Pure physicality.
I like
nothing else.
Oh, I know where you're going.
Get the baby oil out.
Oh, don't
yes.
I want to sign Adama Traore for right wing back.
Yes. Ollie, yes, that's number one. I love that. I just love it.
I say this now with complete seriousness.
Yes.
That might be the worst take ever on this podcast.
No, I think it's the best signing I've ever heard of. I've heard.
And we've all said some fucking stupid things on this pod.
This is great.
But that's up there.
Hang on. Lion of the week for the first game of the season, Adama Traore. I'm locking it in early.
I think in terms of if you need someone to come in who knows the wing back role and is just literally going to get up and down, who could be better?
Honestly,
You fucker.
Anyone.
But you clever fucker.
You're a clever fucker, mate. I
Mate,
love
there's
it.
some people playing in the park for free.
Chris, think of it. Think of all the promo and think of all the sponsorship opportunities, all the gym work. Oh my, it's going to be brilliant, Chris.
I'm signing up. Well, they are doing more videos of players in the gym for Chelsea, and you can watch it on the CFC app for too much money per month, I see. Which, yeah, there we go. More money. Got to get those transfers in. Got to get them in. Chris, who are you rounding off as your third player?
My third player is someone who's just one of my favourite players. So does he really fit the squad? Does he fit the squad? Maybe not. He is a similar profile in terms of late runs into the box with Enzo Fernandez, though. So could be a semi-good replacement there, but he has had injury problems. Lorenzo Pellegrini.
Oh, I thought you were going to go with Malang Sarr. Bring him back. I see where you're going with Pellegrini. Yeah, I forgot about him.
He's very good at arriving late in the box and getting goals and playing that sort of box-to-box midfield role. Again, has good leadership. His last few years of his career have been hampered by injuries, whereas before the injury that kept him out of one of the international tournaments, might have been the Euros, he was actually on fire then, and he was really good for Roma. And then he got injured before that tournament, missed that tournament, and hasn't quite been the same since. But again, on a free, his wages would be minimal. You're probably looking at less than 100k a week on wages. So I don't really see a downside for someone to come in and just play the occasional few games, add some experience in maybe cup games where you rotate and play some youngsters, and you want some experienced heads in there who's got good leadership. He was Roma captain for a few years, so that's big pressure that he's handled. So I don't think it'd be a terrible move, but I don't think it'd be a move to get massively overexcited about. But I would, because I like him.
No, I think that's
Chris. Just to wrap up, who are your three then?
Vlahovic, if we really had to. John Stones, I would actually like, and then Pellegrini is a selfish one on my part.
That's fair, and it's interesting.
I like that as a triple threat. I like that.
I obviously have gone with Leon Goretzka, Stefan Ortega, and my third and final free agent is someone that Chelsea fans already know very well.
Is it Malang Sarr?
It's not Malang Sarr. It's not even Mo Salah. It's not even those initials. I have cheated a bit here because their contract doesn't expire till November, as that's when their club season concludes.
That's going to be a January free transfer.
Where the fuck are they playing?
This is where this is
like the Russian league or something.
This is the sucker punch where you go,
MLS.
Funny you say that. I think sometimes finding the best signing isn't finding someone new. It's bringing the right person home. I've gone Jess Carter, Chris. I've gone a little bit off piece. I struggled to find a third men's player. And so I thought, you know what? I'm going to look at the women's team. And my player that I wanted to pick has just signed for the London City Lionesses, which is really annoying. I wanted Leon. I really wanted it. But anyway, Jess Carter, she's available on a free once her deal at Gotham FC ends. And I think if Sonia's looking for experience and some versatility and someone who understands what it means to play for this club, I think this deal makes sense because she ticks one box. I think Chelsea need to prioritise this summer. Experience. We've lost two veterans in the back. We've lost Millie Bright. We've lost Niamh Charles. We need players who know how to win. We know that the standards that are expected at Cobham, Chelsea, Kingsmeadow, Stamford Bridge. Jess Carter's already got, though, she knows the standards. She spent 6 years here. She won multiple trophies. She knows the club inside and out. Wouldn't need 6 months to get in. You know, that's a luxury you very rarely get in the transfer market. She's so versatile as well. Look, she can play left back, centre back, right back. We've seen how required we need. We played Lucy Bruns, my word, on either side, sometimes in a back three. And I'm like, why are we doing that? We've got Jess Carter and she gives you options. And I really like her and I miss her. I do. And I think
it's not actually that unrealistic either, because one of the main reasons she left was to fall out with Emma Hayes, who isn't here anymore.
Exactly. And I did actually write that in. You've took the words out of my mouth, Chris. That's gone. And sometimes I think when you hear free agent, people do think, oh, you should. I think it's rarer in the women's game to hear free agent and, oh, those are bargain basement players are not that great, because in the women's game, a lot of players do move for free. I was absolutely losing my mind that Liverpool have signed Keating from City. I was like, whoa, what a signing. That's mad. Look, for me, I'd just do this move. Low risk, no transfer fee. She improves the depth. She knows the club. She brings leadership. And I think bringing back a proven Chelsea player is like, it's just sensible business. We need somebody in that back line who is experienced, because we've lost 2 top players. Millie Bright being the leader. We've lost a leader. We need one back.
I completely agree with you. It's voided your list, but I agree with what you said.
Hey,
it wasn't really what we were doing today, Mikey.
Well,
stick to the rules, man.
Yeah, well, Ollie, round your winners off. Round your list off.
Oh, they're all winners on my list, Mike, especially Adama Traore. He was
yes.
Fabinho was the other, and I've gone to the other flank this time, because I think when we're looking at left wing back for this season coming up, who have we got? It's going to be mainly Palestra and Hato. I don't really rate Hato like that, or bombing up and down. I think he'd be better even in midfield or as the left centre back in the 3. I'm not convinced he's that guy to go up and down the pitch. I know he's decent attacking, but I think we need someone who's a bit more attacking. I think we need someone with a little bit of proven quality, Champions League experience in Europe at a top club. So I'm going to go with Rafael Guerrero, formerly of Dortmund fame, I believe.
He was. And Bayern.
Not really much more to say.
Another one who was excellent in 2019.
Yeah,
he was very good back then.
It's just a sensible idea, basically. There's not really much more to say.
You know what? I will throw in a Charisma's question in this part, because Walt asked on the Discord, thoughts on Julian Brandt as a free agent pickup. Plays left attacking mid. Sorry, Walt.
No.
Plays left attacking mid primarily, has been consistently good depth, and leaves the door open for another signing in the position for maybe a younger guy. Good technically, and has played for Dortmund, known for their pressing and play as a team. I like him as experienced depth, allowing for one of these potential stars to be signed there. Also, wages might be the only hold up, but worth a go in my opinion.
I mean, he's not Adama Traore, is he?
Firstly, Bundesliga.
Yeah,
that's all I'm going to say.
That is so true.
Not signing another attacking player from the Bundesliga. What are we, stupid?
Michael Ballack is a rare unicorn for us, isn't he?
That happened 20 years ago. We gotta let it go.
Yeah. No Luka Modric, no Alexis Sanchez, Hosselu, Mateo Darmian, Riyad Mahrez is there. James Rodriguez. I think he's really going to retire.
Someone, by the way, is going to ask why we haven't said Mo Salah.
Because 1, he's probably going to Saudi, and 2, he's washed.
Yeah, he is.
He's 34. What was his season output last season?
And he was absolutely shit last season.
Yeah, so what you want? You're going to want a guy who's going to be 35, as stiff as a board, and you need to pay 350k a week.
Oh dear, listen to this. These were his Liverpool goal-scoring seasons from when he started. 32, 22, 19, 22, 23, 19, 18, 29, 7. Oh, no. I don't like that drop-off. That's a drop-off. Yeah. He went from 29 to 7.
No, he's also been shit for Egypt in the World Cup.
Yeah. Marmoush has outshone him.
Yeah. We could get it. Oh, no, he's not
I don't think he's done anything good in the World Cup.
Well, he certainly can't now. They're not in it anymore.
No, that's the problem. No, that's the problem. Let us know who you would sign free agent wise, listeners.
And let us know why you want to have Adama Traore at the club.
Yeah, it was a tough pick. Yes, it was a tough pick. It was a very tough selection this year. Very, very poor class. So we've done the Christmas questions because that was one. Thank you, Walt. I will round off the show then with today's theme. It's still the World Cup, of course it is, and it's guess the player by their career path because
we haven't done that in a while.
Hang on, is it? Where is
Or
it?
is it Sid,
I
Sid
hope it is
Sidwell?
now, Mikey. You've got me excited.
God, I just said Sid Stevewell. Steve Sidwell stamps collection.
No, it's not. I'm sorry, I've read it wrong. That was the last one, but we've been sorry.
You a fan? Oh, I'm partial. No. I just admitted you're a fan of the flag. Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry about that. Just playing anything now, just making myself feel better, you know. Right.
Shocking.
Right. Today's theme is the World Cup. Of course, it still is. Every player today has won the silver shoe at a World Cup. This is handed out to the player who guessed right, finishes second top scorer.
Wait. This is a thing people actually give out. Is this a real?
What a fucking stupid award.
Chris, Ollie, there's a bronze shoe as well, and I'm not joking. There's a bronze shoe. I don't know.
My God.
So, first player is David Villa, who got the silver shoe in 2010. 9 clubs. One of them is a B team, so I'll combine that with their main team. So 8 clubs to name. Who thinks? I'll go. Chris is returning. Well, sorry, Ollie. Chris is returning from his holiday.
Yeah, well, that I thought
he's been on his hollybobs. Chris, how many clubs of the 8 can you name?
I'm going to start with 4.
Ollie?
See, that's irritating because that's the exact amount I think I can name. I don't think I can do 5.
If people want to be cocky and name the B team as well, well,
I'll have a go at 5.
Yeah,
if we're at an impasse.
Okay. Chris, name those 5 clubs.
Valencia.
He did play there.
Barcelona.
Oh, that's 2.
Atletico Madrid.
3.
New York City.
Yes.
That's where I remember him from mostly.
That's 4.
Yeah. And I'm almost certain that he went to Australia.
Oh.
I can't remember where he went. So I'll just say Melbourne.
Do I allow that, listeners? Do I allow it?
Melbourne City. I know
I'll
that's
allow
a team.
it.
I'll
allow
know
that.
There's 2 teams in Melbourne.
That's correct. That is the City group team. Yeah, because someone's going to say yes. I can't go. You can't. It'd be like someone saying Manchester.
Sheffield.
He went to Manchester. Did he? Yeah. Right. He did.
Did he have a nice time?
he started his career at Sporting Gijón B. Went to Sporting Gijón. Went to Real Zaragoza, Valencia, Barca, Atletico, and he ended his career at Vissel Kobe.
They have a knack of getting former Barcelona players, don't they? Because they had Iniesta for a while for Vissel Kobe, didn't they?
Yeah, I think
and possibly Juan Mata.
I think he played there.
Yeah,
I'm sure he did.
Yeah,
do like a Spaniard over there, don't they?
They are very, very known to play Spaniard players. Yes. So we'll go to Hernan Crespo, who won it in 2006. 7 football clubs, Ollie.
I'm going to go 4. I think I can get more than half.
Okay. Chris, can you do... I know you well enough. I would put good money you could get 7.
But the question is does he want to see me try and do 4?
That's the thing.
that is true.
I'm quite...
I can do all of them.
This is like if Michael Phelps is like, he's like, I know I could swim across the lake myself, or I could watch someone floundering, splashing around.
I'm going to let Ollie go.
Wow.
And then I'll fill in the blanks at the end.
Wow.
Okay.
Moves.
All right. Lazio.
Correct.
Yes. Go on, Chris. It's your turn. Go on. I'll allow it. Go on, Ollie. What have you got? Chris will answer for you.
I got Lazio, Inter.
Yep.
Chelsea.
Yep.
Parma.
Yes.
Is that? Hang on, I've got 4. Is that 4?
Yeah, you have. Yeah,
it's 4. Yeah.
Thank God.
You do any more though?
If I had to guess, I'd say an Argentinian club, but I don't know. I don't know which one it would be.
Which one, Chris? Yeah.
Okay.
And
I don't know any others.
Yeah.
And Genoa.
Correct. He knows it's Italian team, Italian footballers, Italian league players are Chris's speciality. He just knows it. Fair play.
He just loves the Serie A.
And that's funny, Chris, because we finished with Christian Vieri. Christian Vieri, 1998, Silver Shoe, 13 clubs. My word, what a list. What a fucking list this is.
Fucking hell.
All right, I'll be honest. I don't think I could get. I could probably name like a few other clubs in Italy and get like 3 or 4, but I don't think I could do more than that.
I expect Chris to get all 13. Or there's a club on here.
I'm definitely not going to get 13.
Chris, there's a club on here I've never heard of. I've never heard of them. I'll even tell you the year. It was 93 to 90. This bloke does not stay at a club for longer than a season.
Maybe he just likes to travel.
It's absolutely mad.
I can do 8. I think
clubs,
I can do 8.
fair play. What about you, Ollie?
Yeah, fuck off is what I think.
Chris, you've gone high. Tell me, 8 clubs.
Well, I know he played for Torino really early in his career.
That was the start of his career, and he played with them for 1 season.
And he bounced around Serie A. So, Juventus.
He went there for 1 season. It's a theme.
Atalanta, I think he went to like 3 times.
He had 3 spells there. He each played 1 season during each spell. It's mad.
Lazio.
Yeah, 1 season.
AC Milan.
1 season.
Most famous for his time at Inter Milan.
6 seasons. His longest tenure at any club.
Fiorentina.
1 season.
How many is that now?
I don't know.
That might be 8, I think.
Yeah.
He went to Atletico Madrid as well, I think.
For 1 season.
I think he actually had a really good season at Atletico Madrid.
Yeah. Chris, I'll just tell you now. He played 1 season at every club bar Inter Milan. Every other club he played for, he just stayed for 1 season. And that was it.
Venezia he played for.
Yeah, for 1. It's just mad. So this is the order. Just apart from when I say Inter Milan, it's 1 season. So Torino, Pisa, Ravenna, Venezia, Atalanta, Juventus, Atletico, Lazio, Inter, AC Milan, Monaco, Sampdoria, Atalanta, Fiorentina, Atalanta. He doesn't stay at a club. He must really have liked Milan to have stayed.
I think he went to Sampdoria, and I don't think he played a game.
Yeah, he's on there at 0. It's what I need to know what's going on there. Why did you just stay for 1 signing on fees? I don't know.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
It's crazy.
Early 2000s, late 90s. It's getting that fat bonus.
Who's getting Vieri this summer? Could be you. It could be you. Oh my word. Right. Listeners, we are at the end of another episode. Thank you, of course, for tuning in. And before we go, don't forget, proudly partnered with Head in the Game, a mental health charity using football to support wellbeing and community. You can find out more at headinthegame.co.uk. Treat yourself well. Check in with each other, check in with your friends, your family, and everyone else. It's important to check in on each other. And we'll be back Thursday because you know what's happening. Oh, Ollie, are we going to be heading into Last Chance Saloon? And I've got an idea. I know 2 of my players, and they're going to piss people off. Those 2 are. So,
are we also doing the Second Chance Saloon?
Yeah, we got. I don't know if Chris was on for that episode where Dion jumped in and announced that. Good old Dion. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that because I know I've got 2 players that are going to really piss people off that I've put them on that list. Because
Last Chance Saloon. I've got 21 players, I think. How many are we allowed?
Yeah, just allowed 3. This will be the easiest 3 I will pick. Of the
no, this is going to be the hardest 3 because who am I going to leave off the list is a more important question.
It's going to be like first group in the Last Chance Saloon is the defence. The second is the attack.
Midfield and then the attack.
Yeah, well,
and I've only picked 3.
Oh no! Right, we will obviously see you Thursday. So till then, that'll be us signing off. You've been listening to At The Bridge Pod, a Chelsea FC podcast. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram by searching for At The Bridge Pod. And if you're listening on Apple or Spotify, leaving us a review is always appreciated.